RealWorldwide.
Chance's head. RealWorldwide. We got special guests returning. There's a lot of controversy around this guy right now, but we got Danny Mize. What's going on, Danny? Welcome.
What's good? What's good?
All right, so let's see. Let's start with the Twork battle.
What's good, Danny? What's good, Danny?
What up? What up?
So Chef Trez was going 30 year? Let me find out.
Oh, come on, Shaq.
So you
I've been rapping as long as my little brother been alive, so there's no way.
Okay. The bars I see y'all exchange bars on Twitter.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's cool.
Yeah. So we just throwing little playful jabs out there. You know what I'm saying? I think it's good for the culture. It's good for the sport. You know, it's good for him.
I actually think y'all put more anticipation behind the battle if it did happen going forward.
Right. Like I wouldn't be mad if it does get booked at some point.
Right. Yeah. I think it's definitely good. I think we probably gonna wind up doing it for sure anyway, just because. Now, if there wasn't a story behind it before, like now there is, you know. So
yeah, man, I'm gonna keep it real. That could be a really dope volume battle.
Yeah, volume 3. I'm not mad at it or something like that.
That's a fact. Yo, but I wanted to take it.
Now that I think about it, but I was looking for names like O'Red and Briggs for volume 3, but you know,
yeah,
E Hard. People was they pushing for me versus E Hard too. So you know,
I seen about that. Y'all throwing your shots
on URL.
You know,
yeah, me and E Hard, the first ever male versus female battle on Smack. You know, we trying to set history. We trying to make history on URL because they never had a male versus female battle on URL ever. So. I think me and E Hart would be a dope ass battle for like volume 3. Me and Chef Trez, me and Red, me and Briggs Ross. A bunch of battles, you know. We'll see whatever happens first.
Yeah. Well, let me go ahead, Danny. Let's take it back real quick, man. Because last time you was on here, we were talking about initiation, whatnot, and I mean, it was a great event, but you didn't get the night you was expecting, man. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, man. Unfortunately, Twork, was sick. I guess I don't know.
Do you think he ducked you? Let's get that out the way. Do you think he ducked you?
Oh no.
Yeah. I say that is because I didn't see an immediate response for him once he got out of the hospital. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if I missed the battle because I was sick, the day I got out the hospital, I'm trying to get it on the plane. You know what I'm saying? See him saying nothing about trying to figure out how to make the battle up or anything. There's really no sense of urgency on his behalf to make the battle up. So I don't even know if he was prepared. I don't know if he had his rounds. He claims right now that he has his rounds, but
I saw that on Battle Rap Trap. I saw that the video. They uploaded the video today. He said he could do it today if he wanted to.
Yeah, but if that's the case, then what's stopping you from you and BZ and Smack getting on the plane? Because I said, hell, heck, we're late. Let's do it like this. We don't need no venue. We don't need nothing. We can go on the rooftop somewhere. We go to a South Central street corner and just do it like that, old school Smack style, and I'll get no response. So
now, in Twork's defense, he does battle everybody though. Like, he's not really the type to really be like Hollywood about it. He seems to battle people one round.
Not really. No, I don't think so. But you know, when you going up against me, it's kind of like different. You know, it's really the highest level of competition when you're in front of me. It's because you know it ain't gonna be no chokes. It ain't gonna be no bullshit, stumbling and not caring. Like, you know, I'm going hard all 3 rounds. So I mean, my opponents know that they gotta bring it, and I don't know if he was 100% ready.
In my opinion, it's not even Twork's fault, more URLs. I feel like URL's overbooking Twork on every event. Twork has to be on the card. So now it's like you're putting more pressure on him.
Don't take money for the battle. If you feel like
that's true.
If you feel like this is, you know, a little too much for you, then don't take the money. So, I can't blame you. Or all they can do is ask him, "Hey, do you want to do that?" And in fact, it wasn't even like Smag and Beasley. It was more so like KG had asked him what was up.
Yeah,
and it was KG that booked that battle in the first place. I'm not sure if URL, even wanted that battle to happen at that particular time. I'm not sure, but
let me go ahead and address the elephant in the room real quick. Can we all address the irony real quick that leading up to the battle, it was Danny got a battle the day before. He might not be prepared for it.
Right.
It turned out Danny got the flight, got there, and then just heard, "Oh, you're not battling."
Right. That's the crazy part. That's the parallel universe. Because everyone's talking about, "Oh, why are you taking this?" And Caps is going crazy in his blog, and people were like, "Well, why are you taking, this no-name guy, knowing you got a big battle the next day?" And they gave me all that flack. But it turned out that I showed up. I was ready. I was prepared. I was about to do my thing, and he didn't show up. So that's the crazy part of this whole story.
But so right now, are we to understand that there's still no set date for you and New Jersey Twork to reschedule y'all battle?
No, there is not a set date at the moment. I'm waiting. I am waiting.
I mean, you don't have to get into too many specifics, but like, is it something they're still pursuing? Like, are they trying to do right by you or what?
According to them, they still trying to get it done. Like, Like, that's why I was basically telling Twork, like, in DNA, because DNA was like, "Yo, I'll battle you and Twork." My thing is, I'm down for that, but I'm not gonna let Twork, and I don't Twork.
What about Chef Trez though, man? Like, that's a battle that you
okay.
do, man.
Yeah, that was what I was about to
honestly,
say next.
I fuck with you, Danny, but I'm like, damn, he really turned down Chef Trez. Like, damn, son, what's up?
What I understand is first of all, it's like different layers to why. There's different layers of why I say no. For one, I was just with him. We was just kicking it, just talking, and we was getting real deep about his brother that passed away. So I'm feeling his pain. So for one, I'm talking with you about your dead relative. So I'm not really in a mindset to battle rap. I can't battle you knowing what you're going through, knowing that me and you we're good friends. Like, I really like one of his mentors. That's one of my, I give him advice. He's got his own skill. I'm not taking no credit for his skill, but when he needs advice and stuff, when he wants to spar and he wants to want to know how something sound, he'll call me, to get my opinion on it. And we've been doing that since he came in the game. So I can't really be like all in your face, call you bitches and fuck you and all this, knowing that we just was talking about your dead brother, bro. You feel me? And that's just fake to me. So that was one level of it. Second level of it was, I guess he had got like a contract or a deposit, and I'm not sure if it was to battle me, but he got a deposit to battle, and I guess they were thinking about him and me, but they never gave me a deposit. So
yeah, could it be possible
that's the reason why I said no. And for the third reason, I feel like they was only trying to throw me and Trez on there just to, appease the fans that were pretty upset that I wasn't on Summer Madness with it being in Vegas. So they was like, "Yo, it's in Vegas. We know Danny, he be out there. That's, one of the city he represents. So why is he not on Summer Madness?" And I think they felt that pressure. So they just kind of just like, "Oh, well, let's just throw him a bone." Like, "Oh, here, well, you know what? Let's just let Danny and Trez be the opening battle or the surprise battle." Like, you know what? My thing is, if I wasn't originally booked on the original card, don't just add me in as a later on add-in just to shut people up. You know what I mean? So it was a bunch of reasons why I said no to that shit, man.
But I mean, it could have been you and Trez first Summer Madness together, I feel like.
Yeah, like a combination of hard work, man.
You know what though? You know what? You know what? It's right. You're right. You're right. But I'll tell you one thing. I think me and Trez deserve better than that. You know, I think we deserve better than that. Like, I think
hold on a minute. Hold on a minute, Danny. You think you and Trez deserve better than Summer Madness?
No, not better than Summer Madness, but I think we deserve better than the way we were going to be put on Summer Madness.
So like, it would basically be like an asterisk next to your resumes when it comes.
Right. They only got put on some last minute type of shit, and nobody would really respect it.
Are either of y'all in positions to be prideful about this though? Like neither of y'all have never even touched gnomes.
Yeah, the flip side to that is look at Mike P versus Twork. That's one of the most fire battles that we particularly in the group like.
Not even that. Av versus Chess. Look at Av performance against Chess on the big stage and the hit. That changed his career, damn near.
Fuck with that shit, man. We do.
If the performance is fire enough,
like I said, if it wasn't Trez, if it was somebody else, because earlier this year, and another reason is because honestly, I told people like Twork was going to be the last like newer class guy that I faced, and I'm only taking like legends from here on out. So, you know, I got to stick to, you know what I mean? I got to really stick to what I said, you know what I mean? So there's a whole bunch of reasons really why I didn't take Trez. You know what I mean? Yeah. But if they want to make a storyline out of it, I think it could turn into something bigger down the line. But I know there's next year, you know, there's Summer Madness next year. Well, I definitely going to be on that shit.
Let me go ahead and let me go ahead and play devil's advocate here, Danny, because it's a lot of people that are saying that so Danny gets ducked by Twork, so he becomes Hollywood and says, "Oh well, I'm not going to give a shot to Trez then because of that." What's is that? Does that have any truth to it or what?
No, I was saying for years that I would never battle Trez, Big Cannon, or Interstate Facts. Those are the only three battlers on this planet that I wouldn't battle just because of I'm really, really cool with them. You know what I'm saying? Like when I battle and my aggression, like I said, my aggression is real. Like when you see me versus Rex, you see me versus K-Shine, that shit was real. Like I didn't really give a fuck about that.
Yeah.
You know
okay. Well,
it's hard for me to get in that mode when I'm battling somebody I'm cool with. That's like I don't want to do that. I'm not into those type of battles. I'm not into friendship battles.
Yeah.
See, in my opinion, I thought you and Av would have been a better matchup than Av versus Mav. That was where I thought you should have been on the card. Personally, looking at Summer Madness, I thought.
I'm not feeling that Av and Mav anyway, man. That's kind of. I'm like, damn, how the fuck did Av get on Summer Madness, bro? Like, what the fuck has he been doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, he got battled Charlie Clips in the forgettable battle. He chokes his third round. He chokes his third round versus Charlie Clips, and then he's on Summer Madness. So
I was really loyal to Smack.
Okay, well, let me go ahead. Danny, you said that like you never want to battle Trez because you consider like him as a brother, but I mean on that Angry Fan show the other day, it didn't exactly sound like the feeling was mutual. What's
Well, me and Trez have spoken since then. You know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't say we've spoken, but he's messaged me. We've been messaging back and forth on DMs on Twitter. But I think everything's all good, honestly, between me and him. You know, I just thought him being with that situation, he was young. He's a young dude. He's in his feelings. He's, you know, the death of his brother is like really affecting him in ways he really don't understand right now. And I think people were in his ear telling him like, yo, if Danny was really your homeboy, he would have gave you that shot on Summer Madness. Like, come on, what kind of homeboy turn you down on a look like that? That's a fake nigga. Like, fuck that nigga. He fake. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. I understand it. And I think maybe somebody got in his mind and, you know, but I think over time he'll realize like, you know, I actually did the right thing. Like I said, me and Trez both deserve better than just to be thrown on as a last minute addition only because of fan pressure. That's how I feel.
All I'm saying, Danny, I I know this gonna sound crazy, but a lot of people, like, the day that came out, they was in here. They was trying to say, "Oh, Trez bodied Danny and this. Why didn't Danny fight back? Why didn't he do this?" And that's all I'm trying to like.
Oh well, you know what? I'm older. I don't even argue with my wife, bro. Like, I'm not gonna argue with a guy that's what 15, 12, 13 years younger than me. I'm not gonna argue. I don't argue with people. So he gets all, you know, fuck you. That don't mean I gotta act that way because he's acting that way. I get why he's acting like that. You know what I'm saying? You know, the only thing that really hurt me, the fuck you part and all that shit, that was cool. You know what I'm saying? And actually, he's actually apologized. But the part that really upset me was when he said, "Oh, you trying to hold me down. You trying to hold my career back." And that's what hurt me, because it's like, bro, the last thing I said to Beasley was, "Yo, put Trez on Summer Madness, even if it's not me. Put him on there for me. I don't care who you put him on there against. Put him on Summer Madness for me." That's the last thing I said to Beasley like 2 days ago. So, and I said that before we did the Angry Fan show. So when he goes, "I'm trying to hold his career back," it really hurt me, because it was like, dog, I just vouched for you to get on Summer Madness. Like, I didn't vouch for myself to get on there. I vouched for you to get on there. Like, I want to see him succeed and win.
Yeah. And
another thing is, what people fail to realize is, the day before that whole show, like, who was asking for Danny and Trez? Like, I've never really seen nobody really asking for me versus Trez.
That's right.
That's a fact.
I think people just jumped on that wave and they just started to run with it. And it was like, where was all y'all niggas 2 days ago? Like, nobody was saying, "Yo, I'm mad that Danny and Trez ain't on Summer Madness." When they dropped the trailer, not one single comment mentioned Danny versus Trez on that card. So I think me versus Trez kind of just became a thing out of thin air, as opposed to the streets asking for it.
But it became a thing because people wanted you on the card, and you was talking about not being on Summer Madness and all of that.
Right.
I think that's why it became a thing, more than it being Trez. I think if it was anybody, it would have been
No. You were 100% right. That's what it was about. It was about, it's in Vegas and Danny not on the card. Like, they really didn't. I think at that point, fans just didn't care who I battled. They was like, "Yo, just put him on the card." And if Trez was the name that came up first, then that's just the name that came up first. But my thing is, that's the wrong name that could have fucking came up, like, out of all people. I mean, even like this, if they had said Ryder, Jack Boy, Joe, I would have said no to all of those. Because, like I said, man, I'm looking for certain names from here on out. You know, there's O-Red, there's Briz, there's Tay-Rock, there's Hollow, there's Iron, and there's Loaded Lux. There's 6 names out there that I gotta go get. Other than that, I just won't be battling.
All right,
I gotta stand my ground.
Hold on, Danny. But realistically, especially after missing the Twork battle, do you think URL is willing to give you any of those names? I mean, no disrespect, but they haven't really been respecting you that much with the names they've given you since your return, other than the K Shine battle.
Right. Yeah, you know, it's kind of like, I shouldn't go from K Shine to Ryder. You know, I'm not running. You know, it's like, I'm not moving up. So I'm not budging. Budging. It's that, or it's either what I want or nothing. That's it. I'm not making. I even turned down Summer Madness because it wasn't nothing that I asked for. So that's how serious I am about that. Yeah. I never asked for fucking DNA. He called me out. You know what I'm saying? And 2 months before that, he was on Twitter talking about he'll never battle me. They're like, it's a lot of fake shit going on. You know what I mean? Well, and, you know, this is like, I just a man of integrity before anything. So if y'all don't want to respect me, then I at least have to respect myself. You know, so if I just take a crumb or take whatever you offer me, then I'm just
you don't have to take every battle. Yeah, you don't have to take every battle. I think sometimes the stage matters more than the opponent. I think that was the only thing with Summer Madness thing. I think sometimes the stage matters more than who is. You know what I mean?
Let me go ahead and make this point.
No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
I mean,
but honestly, I'm gonna tell you something. I just never was the guy that got in this shit to be on Summer Madness. I just really got in here just to be the best. True. Summer Madness didn't exist when I started battle rapping. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? The URL didn't exist when I started battle rapping. So all this other shit that's going on, I don't entertain any of that.
The thing is, though, Danny, the reason that like people are in uproar, I believe, is that they like Summer Madness is in your city. They're upset that you're not on it. They find out that you didn't take Trez because for whatever reason, but they're assuming that it's because he's a lower name. But they just saw you battle Jose Cuervo the night before initiation.
Okay. All right. So first of all, if you heard any interview I did this year, I was like, on any of the smaller leagues, I'll take whoever. On the bigger leagues, I'm only taking Legend. So that's publicly documented. And secondly, me and Jose Cuervo was set up 3 years ago. I just never got around to doing it.
3 years? That's word.
I was about to say.
Ask AC Dutch. Ask AC Dutch. You know, me and Jose was booked 3 years ago. I just never showed. I just never did it. Like my schedule was too crazy. So finally this year, I was like, you know what, man, let me be a man of my word and just get this out the way. And that's why I did that.
You know what, Danny, man? All this talk of ducking, keep it real. You was ducking Jose Cuervo, wasn't you?
I didn't want to see him, bro. Nah, honestly, it was just like, and people say, well, you battled Jose Cuervo, but dog, I was booked 3 years ago to do that. That was like 2015. I was supposed to go out there. And I was battling like Regs, Danger Zone, Chilla, XL that whole year. And I just didn't get a chance to go. That's all it was. So I just finally made that battle up and just went and did it. So,
I mean, do you have
I'll take a smaller name on a smaller league. You know what I'm saying? Me and Iron Solomon was just talking about that on the Angry Fan show the other day. Like sometimes it's just like fun to get out there and see and still test your skills against the newer, younger guys. You know what I'm saying? Like the guys who may not have a name. Like you might bring a star into the the public conscious. You know what I'm saying? Like I battled Young B when nobody really knew who he was. I battled Geechee Gotti on his come up. I battled Cali Smooth on his come up. I battled Emerson Kennedy on his come up. I battled Coffee Brown when nobody knew who she was. Like I battled Rum Nitty and Mr. Mills when nobody knew who they were. You know what I'm saying? Like I made a lot of people into household names by me going in there and giving them a crazy battle.
I mean, I can't really argue with that, but the whole thing, Danny, I know a lot of people, they're wanting to see whether you're going to be on, like, they want to try to be on one of these, like, URL stages, like, they feel like that could be best suited to your name. So, I mean, are you in talks of anything Summer Madness related or Volume 3, any of that? Have you
definitely? Yeah, definitely. Volume 3. I mean, there's a bunch of stuff coming up. There's something coming up in October. They got Volume 3, I believe, might be in December.
Good.
I think it was supposed to be August 4th.
Yeah.
That was the original date, but I'm glad they pushed it.
I think it was. Yeah, and I think Beasley told me they had to push it all the way back to December because they got so many crazy events coming up. So I'm definitely gonna be a part of a lot of these events if the opponent is right. Like if Traffic 4 go down in November, it's got to be me and Tay Rock or me and Bridge. You know what I'm saying? Or even me and O-Red. I'll settle for that. Those are like the only 3 names on URL that I would take, like for the rest of my career. Honestly, like me and Iron, we could go down on URL if they don't drop the ball. That might go down.
That would be a crazy Volume 3 battle. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all.
Yeah, that could happen. Me and Ehar could be the first male versus female battle if they pick that up.
That's
Me
interesting.
and Hollow the Don said he's willing to take me. So, me and Hollow definitely gonna get that in next year for the GOAT
Well, that's
title.
gonna be hard to get. Hollow battle like once or twice a year tops.
Yeah, but me and Hollow we speak on a daily, you know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
Hey,
he
Danny.
said he with it. He's been on record several times. He's been on URL saying he'll take me. He was on Chris Unbiased saying he'll take me. So, and it's finally just time for us to just set some time aside and just go ahead and get that out the way. And then we're gonna see if Lux is ready to come play, man, to come play with the big boys. You know what I mean? Like, let's see if Lux coming to play for real. He ain't never faced no pin game.
I mean that's a fair statement, but just out of everyone right now, what makes you think you are the best pen game guy to try to take Lux's title?
Well, you check out me versus anybody. Big name, no name, mid tier, small stage, no name league, big league. I'll bring 100% crazy bars to no matter what battle I've ever been in. You can't say that about nobody else.
But to beat Lux, Lux has that aura where like the whole crowd can listen to every bar that Lux says. He could take over a crowd.
They listen to every bar I say. They listen to every bar I say.
I mean, yeah.
And here's the thing. All that shit that he's doing, that look good when somebody else ain't got the same amount of bar power to fight back or the same complexity in their lyricism to fight back. It don't look fair. Like when Lux is doing his thing, it's never looking equal because the truth is he's just not in front of somebody who is, as talented or close to as talented. So that's why we always wanted to see Lux versus Daylight, Lux versus Lux versus JC or any type of pin game.
Whoa, Danny, you think you're on your Lux's level lyrically? You think you're on his level lyrically? On Lux's level?
Danny.
Yo.
He said you think you're on Lux's level?
Yeah, you think you're on Lux's level lyrically?
Do Lux think he on my level? Ask this question. Here's a better question. Who got more fire bars out in the world right now, me or Lux?
Well, you battled Lux 2 more times. To be honest, you battle a lot more than Lux.
I'm still breaking down Lux's first for clips, dude. Like Lux has layers.
I broke his first down. I broke Lux's clip. I broke his round down for clips, and Lux called me and said, "Yo, how the fuck did you do that?"
You don't think Lux has the top 3 freestyle on Flex?
Yeah,
freestyles on Flex. Yeah, the top 3 at everyone, not just battle rappers.
Oh yeah, that was dope. I gave him props on that.
But Lux is more than just bars, though. He's delivery.
Yeah, he's direct actually too. A lot of it is tailored for you, like tailored for his opponent.
Right. Angles, heavy schemes.
The same way I do my bars. My bars are tailored. If you look at me versus B-Dot, those bars were tailored for B-Dot. I could not have spit those bars to Big K. I could not have spit those bars to JC.
Okay, that's true.
Like, I tailor my round. If you really listen to what I'm saying, my shit is tailored to my opponent. It ain't just random bars. That's some bullshit they made up. Like, if you listen to my bars, I'm coming at my man in front of me.
Yeah. But
Lux got the aura. Lux got the aura over everybody. That's first of all. Let's just get that out the way. It don't matter if Lux battles Daylight. He could battle Verb. He could battle me, B-Dot, O-Red. Lux is going to have the aura. It's just years and years and years of his aura being embedded into the subconscious of the battle rap community. There's no way you're gonna watch Lux versus anybody and you're not gonna be paying more attention to what Lux is saying. You know what I'm saying?
That happened versus Clips. He didn't lose a round.
So I can't be naive.
Like, he's like the only person that can get away with calling someone handsome, and it sounds cool, kind of.
Yeah, that's true. But now, talking about all these other battles, are you ready for Pat Stay? I forgot Pat Stay is coming up soon.
Oh, no.
Patrick Stay.
Hey, yo, Danny.
Daniel.
Oh no, there you go. About to say, you said you talking about all these other battles. Ready for Patrick Stay?
Yeah, that's gonna be dope.
Patrick was looking real good against Verb. He did that.
I ain't gonna lie, he beat the dog shit out of Verb, dog. That was Saudi and Verb.
He kind of killed Verb. So
yeah,
I don't know if Bars is
you
enough.
know, I'm gonna tell you something, man. Pat Stay is a legend for a reason. He's a legend for a reason. He's one of the best battlers. I mean, he's tough to beat. He's tough, but I've seen him beat before. You know what I'm saying? I've seen him
for sure.
I've seen him lose. You watch him versus John. John killed Pat Stay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
I've seen him lose. So I'm not gonna, you feel me? Like, we not finna do that. We not finna act like Pat Stay is just an invincible god.
I mean,
I know what to do. I know what to do with Pat Stay. I know it ain't
he was like at
one point, and we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that on the 18th. You know what I mean? We're gonna talk about it.
I've always said is like Pat Stay has a way that he can make you look stupid for quote unquote trying too hard in a battle, you know?
Easily. Like, that's his gift.
So you're not worried about that?
No, the reason why is because I'm not gonna try too hard. Like you can't because I already know you're gonna do that. I'm gonna take that away from you. I'm gonna make this shit look effortless.
Yeah.
Oh,
like I said, I told people, I give this example all the time. I could go in there and spit 1,000 crazy bars, and then he'll just be like, "Yo, you look fucking real sweaty right now." You know what I'm saying? And everybody's laughing.
If those bars apply to anybody, it will hit against you. I ain't gonna hold
you. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So I listen. I battled J Rail in my first PG, and J Rail and Pat Stay have a lot of the same attributes. They got jokes. They can freestyle.
People say you lost to J Rail though, Danny.
I lost to J Rail. That's exactly why I'm going to beat Pat Stay, because I've already experienced that type of rapper, and now I know what to do. I didn't I was just fresh coming into the PD. That was my first. I thought it was just about bars. And I already see that didn't work. So why would I try that same thing versus, Pat Stay was essentially the same type of rapper as J Real. So now it's time. I'm actually well-rounded. Like, I'm very well-rounded. I do a lot of. I think people get it misconstrued. They get bar god mixed up with punch god or punchline god. That doesn't. Like, bar god means god of bars. Don't matter what kind of bars it is. Street level bars, dope dealing bars, life bars, struggle bar. Who started the struggle bar shit? Go watch me versus Mark Minor.
Hold on, Danny. You hold on, Danny.
Watch me versus Mark Minor and watch my struggle bars get the craziest reaction in the room. I was doing that years before Chess was doing it. You gotta understand something. Me versus Mark Minor was that 2014?
2013, right? 2014?
2013 or 14. Yeah, this was way before Chess was even. Come on, bro. I was doing that shit first.
Sir had a lot of
this is what bar god means. Bar god means the god of all bars.
Yeah.
So let me go ahead and ask this, Danny. So with the Pat Stay battle being arguably on one of the biggest cards this year, with the RBE joint, what do you feel like that's going to do for your career?
Oh, it'll solidify me amongst the elites. It'll solidify me amongst the elites, man. I hope people don't try to downplay it. Like, oh, so what? He beat Pat Stay. So what?
And
I don't want people to. I don't want nobody to do that.
Oh, Dan, I was gonna ask you. Do you think
Danny turned down Summer Madness to battle Pat Stay on RBE and?
Well, I didn't turn. Well, first of all, I didn't turn down Summer Madness to battle Pat Stay. I was already booked to battle Pat Stay way before the Summer Madness thing even came up.
Yeah.
Dan, I was gonna ask you. Do you think being on the same card as Mook is a good thing, or do you feel like he's overpowering the rest of the card?
Say it one more time. He was breaking up.
Like, do you think it's a good thing being on the same card as Mook, or do you think he's kind of overshadowing the rest of the battles?
That's a good question.
That's really a good question, honestly. You know what I'm saying? But as a battle rapper, your thing is you don't really give a fuck who's on the card. You're supposed to go in there and make sure people walk away talking about what you were saying.
Yeah.
I'm not just battling Pat Stay. Like I gotta be better than everybody that's on the card. So I gotta at least be in the top 3, top 5 people on the card that they're talking about. You know what I'm saying? So I guarantee you my bars will be on Twitter on the 18th.
Because people, when they refer to the event, they just say the Mook card. Like they don't even call it by its proper name. They just say.
I think that's more. I think that's more.
Yeah, but D-Boy, you're right. I feel like Mook is kind of overshadowing the rest of the battles a bit. It's some decent matchups, but I don't feel like it's the greatest undercard to really, help Mook. Like, it's really push it where Mook is not the biggest thing on the card. I would say that.
Yeah. Hold on.
But
shit.
About the accent, how do you feel about Summer Madness about the card?
Yeah. Maybe it's my phone. Hold on. Maybe it's my phone.
Can you hear us?
Okay, I heard you.
Yeah, okay.
It sound like shit is underwater and shit.
Oh.
Now,
I was asking, how do you feel about the summer?
Is Mike in a Pellar universe or some shit?
Right.
But no, Danny, that he was saying, how do you feel Summer Madness?
What you mean? Wait. How do I feel about Summer Madness?
Yeah,
about
like
the card.
About the card.
And being in
Vegas. It's interesting to say the least. I don't know if it's, oh my God, this is the greatest shit I ever seen. No, it's not that. No.
Okay.
But it's good. I mean, I really don't like the Math and Av battle. I kind of don't like the Rex and Reed. I feel like that could have been a volume battle. The Math and Av could have been a Born Legacy battle. O-Red and Ill Will?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's more like a volume, or you know what I'm saying? A few of those things ain't really like Summer Madness worthy. I wouldn't say worthy, but they're not Summer Madness style battles.
Okay.
I mean, the Hitman and Twork, of course, is a Summer Madness battle.
Yeah.
Let me see. What's another one? What's another battle on that card? Name one. That's probably all right. You know, that's interchangeable. That could be kind of like on any card for real.
Rocket Man.
Well, fuck it.
Yeah, that's what he said first.
Yeah. That's definitely Summer Madness.
Surf and Iron. Yeah.
Summer Madness worthy.
That's more volume, I think.
You know what it is though? I guess it's Surf name. So I guess, you know what I mean? Just because it's, Surf is one of those big name draws. So I'm not really mad at Surf and Iron.
See, I would agree with you. I just think that since it's in a smaller room as is, not really like 1,000, 1,500 people, it may not.
Yeah, it's like 400.
I'm not mad at those matchups as I would have been if it was in New York.
Right, you're right. And that's probably why they did it like that, because they knew it was going to be a small room. So when you think about it like that, then I'm not really mad. I'm not mad. It doesn't really seem weird, but it's kind of weird that Summer Madness is like only 400 or 500 people in the first place. True. In the first place, like that's we think of Summer Madness and we're thinking like 1,500, 1,800, maybe 2,000 people.
I think the appeal and the aura of it is mostly important. If it's in a smaller room,
I think it was kind of random that it was Vegas, like out of all.
Vegas is kind of random.
Maybe they just wanted to give Summer Madness a different feel this year, and they just kind of like the bars got to stand out more and mean more now. Maybe they're just trying to get it back to its roots and like let the bars win as opposed to just stardom and performance. Like now you got to kind of rap on this Summer Madness. So I like it actually when you think about it like that.
Yeah, I think Rex and Reed is the smaller room, the better. I think Rex and Reed, the smaller the room, the better the battle. So that's why I'm not completely mad at the battle like I would have been if it was in 1,500 people.
Right.
But then how do you feel like that Smack is just like avoiding New York or the East Coast? Like for a whole year.
You know what? New York has had it for the last how many every years they've been there. So I'm not mad. It's fine. It's good. The fans have been asking for them to travel for a long time, and they're finally traveling. I never thought I would see a Summer Madness outside of New York. I could see it like Nome and Born Legacy and whatever other card they Survivor Series, but I would have never thought Summer Madness would be on the West Coast like ever. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
Yeah, I agree with you.
But I like it. I think it really sets up their next New York card to be big because they ain't been home in a long time. So I think their next New York card is going to be crazy. Like the whole New York going to come out to that shit because they just ain't been home in a minute.
I also think that pay-per-views are changing the game for Euro. They're not really concerned about where the city is. More importantly, just the pay-per-view buyer. So
hell yeah, that pay-per-view money. That shit. That's the wave. That's the future. They seen that pay-per-view money. I remember Smack saying, we tried pay-per-view. Then they was bootlegging it the next day, and we don't do our product like that. We not doing pay-per-view no more. I think they just looked at it and said, you know what, man, fuck the bootlegs. Let's get this money. You know what I'm saying?
Now with the pay-per-view thing, especially for you being a pen dude, does the on-cam thing even matter anymore? Can you really say I'm a win on cam? Because everybody's going to see the battles back to back. You know what I mean? Automatically.
Right. Yeah. That's kind of. Yeah, you're right. That kind of changes that. That changes that narrative. Like, because it's like, what do you mean? Well, when they drop it on cam, bitch, it was on cam. You know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly.
We saw it as it happened. Like, what do you mean when we run it back? But you know what? It still works out for guys like pen game guys because even when you watch it live, it's still some shit you missing because you don't really catch every single thing the first time you watch it. So when you do run it back, it still works out for the pen game guys. So I think that's what they mean by when it drops on cam. Plus, more people gonna watch it on YouTube than pay-per-view.
Of course.
So I think that's what they. So I think it still kind of rings true. But you're right. Motherfuckers is seeing that shit as it happens.
So the narrative used to change when battles used to be like I drop on cam. Because they used to wait for that, and then the whole narrative of the battle would be like 3-0 to 2-1 the other way. Like, how did that happen? So I feel like that can't even happen no more like that because we all seen the battles live or seen it again.
We've seen it already, right? You're right. You know what? I'll tell you what. This is what it has to change. Now it has to change to on first watch. I had so and so on first watch.
Right.
I had this guy. So now you gotta. Watch things like because if you like I said, a lot of people watch that Nitty and Surf and they could easily give it a surf on first watch. You know what I'm saying?
Agree.
But when you really watch that shit and watch it and really pay attention to what's going on, you'll see that Nitty won that battle. And that's just my opinion on it. But I can see why a lot of people could say Surf beat Nitty. But when you watch it again and again, you'll like Surf rounds won't age well. They don't. They really won't age well.
But how should you judge a battle that you saw live? Should you watch it 2 or 3 times? Or is it fair to just be like, oh, he won when I was watching?
It's a movie. You got to picture a movie that you seen and you thought it was whack. You watch it again, like, you know what? It ain't as bad as I thought it was. Then you watch it again, and you say, you know what? That movie's actually pretty all right. That's fucking dope. You know what I mean? I think that goes with anything, man.
We were talking about it earlier. Like Clip is kind of cleaning up Lux live, but when you rewatched it was like, oh damn, I think Lux won.
Right.
I think unpopular opinion. I think Overhead beat DNA, but because the narrative was DNA won that battle, and it's close. That third round is close. I feel like DNA already got the narrative that he won regardless of when it dropped. He kind of won it already. Mm-hmm. So, how do you feel about Twork and DNA? Talk about that. How do you feel about Twork versus DNA? Who's gonna win that shit?
No, it's just close.
Not interested, honestly. I don't know. You know what it is, man. It's because when I see Twork, I want to see him versus like highly skilled writers and highly energetic people. DNA can be energetic, but he's definitely not a highly skilled writer. So DNA's coming in there with the current event, whatever's gonna happen that week, he's gonna have a bar about it that week, and it's it's kind of easy to do, honestly. Like that's why I stay away from doing current event bars because it's easy to do, and I know 1,000 other people are gonna say something similar, and I don't want to be accused of you stole that from so and so. Like no, nigga, we all just seen let's say this school shooting, we all just seen it, and then like 15 or 20 battlers have a bar about that particular incident. Even though they might say it in a different way, they're referencing the same source material. So that's kind of easy, and it's a cheap way to write your rhyme. So I really don't respect, how DNA come up with his bars, because that shit whack and it's easy. Now, as far as Twork goes, it's interesting because you thought you would have thought that Ill Will would beat DNA on that Gnome, because Ill Will was like the up and coming killer, and then DNA just kind of reminded people like, don't forget that I still can get busy when my back is against the wall. And I think with DNA coming off that loss to JC at Gnome, I think he got something to prove, man. And I actually got him beating Twork despite him being the weaker writer. I think it's just more. I think he just know how to battle rap more so than Twork. You can be a better writer and all this energy and strapped in and all this entertainment shit, but battle rapping is still a skill within itself. You know what I'm saying? I might have to break that down in a blog later on or something, but I think DNA is a better battle rapper, and I think he's gonna win, honestly. But it's not nothing. I don't know. I don't really care about that fucking battle.
Speaking of Twork, who do you think is like the best young talent in battle rap?
And by the way, shout out Vito for asking that question. Yeah, go ahead.
Who is the best young talent in battle rap right now? Okay, you got Don Marino, you got Gunpowder Pat.
What about Geechee?
Well, I think Geechee is getting up there. I wouldn't say he's like young talent, but Geechee's in a field of his own. He's on Summer Madness.
Yeah, come on, top tier to me.
You feel me? Like Geechee's the man. So shout out to Geechee, LSP shit, man. But I like Don Marino. He's on the come up.
He beat the dog shit out of Trez.
Yeah, I think he's fire, man. I'm not gonna bullshit. I think he is fire, and he's pretty scary. I don't think you can just easily go in there and beat him. I still like Joe too. Like I think Joe get busy, man. So we got a few guys.
Do you think, talking about new guys, do you think UFF should bring it back a certain way? I feel like UFF helped push the new talent a lot faster than they're doing now, personally.
Well, I don't know. I don't think. Well, I mean, because they was piggybacking off of the 106 in Park thing.
Yeah,
and 106 in Park isn't as relevant as it was then. So I don't know if UFF would be the right platform. They might need like a different show to do it on now, per se. What if Flex said, you know what? Aside from my freestyle series I got going, I'm about to start doing a battle rap series right here in the studio, and then a small setting, and just put like 20, 30 guys in the studio and let the new talent get in there and just battle it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that would be a proper platform, that reaches a lot of people, or maybe a serious Shade 45 battle or some shit like that. But UFF, I don't know if it will work today, because 106 ain't popping.
Hold on. That shit ain't even around anymore?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. You see what I'm saying? Like, we don't even know if the shit even still exists. So that's what I'm saying. I don't think UFF would be a good look right now. But something similar to that, definitely, I think we definitely need that back.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me unmute Vito. He said he had a question. Vito, you unmuted.
I appreciate you. All right, Danny. So you're someone that's decently involved in battle rap. So this is less a question and just something I want your opinion on. I think that there's a way to quote unquote fix battle rap and fix the whole people don't have storylines, people aren't as interested anymore kind of bullshit on YouTube. If URL did a tournament similar to UFF, it doesn't have to be UFF, but just something with actual stakes and consequences like that. Build storylines for people that don't have them.
Right.
It's not just full of top tiers and shit. Do you think a tournament would like an 8-man shit that spans 3 events would actually be able to fix that and help uplift some newcomers?
I've been saying that shit.
That's a good ass question.
I've been saying that they need a tournament. Like they need a tournament, to really determine who's the best of the best.
Let me hit you with something real quick, because what I did is me and some friends put up like 8 random battlers on URL's talent list right now. We ain't picked no top tiers. We made it a point to not do so. We picked people like old people, Trez, the new people like Gunpowder Pat, current up and comers like Jack Boy, Jerry West, people like that. You put those people in an 8-man tournament, right?
Yeah, you need to.
But what that does is it creates storylines for people, builds grudge matches, can span multiple events so it sells. And if you put prize money at the end of it or like a big battle.
Right. It'll give them incentive to like work hard and actually take it serious and to really do good. And then that's when we're going to see who really is the man, like who really is standing out amongst. Because when you got a pool of talent, it can't be all of them that's going to make. You know what I'm saying? Or all of them is going to stand out. Like
that's the best part.
You got to separate. You got to separate the strong from the weak. And the only way to do that is
the people that are weak. The people that are weak. I got one more. I'm sorry about that. The people that are weak though, they could just participate in the next one you do it, and then they got better storylines for those people.
Right? Yeah. If you lose in the first round, you know what I'm saying. Like, listen, there's next year. We're gonna do it again next year, and let's see how you. You know what I mean? Let's see how you come out this time or how you learn from that experience of losing in the first round. You know, so yeah, I think that they definitely should do that.
My thing always is that every PG battle should be judged. To me, there should not be one PG battle is not judged, because I think you need to give them some type of win-loss record so we know who's really the next person up, who's really killing shit. Like, I feel like that's important for the young talent to have that type of record. My opinion.
You know what they should do? Well, I think that works too. I think honestly, like they should announce it like 6 months before they start. You know what I mean? Like starting January, all PGs will be judged from here on out, and now they're going to be official records. Because you can't just start it right now. You know what I mean? Like
of course. Yeah, of course.
Because it's too far ahead. So, hold on one second.
Go ahead.
Let me see.
No, I think it should be good. I
think we're straight. Yeah, all right. We appreciate you coming back, chopping it up with us, talking about different shit. We always welcome to RealWorldwide, man.
For
sure. Hey, yo, salute to Danny, man.
Salute to you, coming through.
Anytime.
All right, salute, man. Have a good night, man.
All right.
For sure.
RealWorldwide, we out.